Sup, you check folks? It's your boy Dark Right here with What If Issei had the 10 Shadows and Curse Manipulation, or Curse Spirit Manipulation, part 2 of this What If. Yes. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yes, this is part 2. It's been like 3 days probably since mostly that part. Sorry for not uploading that much. Like that week, mostly on Thanksgiving week and whatever. Yeah, I basically was working the whole damn time. It was a pain, but yeah, I managed to get through it. So I couldn't really upload on my first or second channel that much, and I was just kind of recording at the very night with Dante, just to kind of, yeah, you get the point. But not the point. I can't believe I did not upload part 2. I think I actually deleted it. But yeah, this is actually part 2 and take 2 from the fact that they're take 1 and I just probably deleted it somewhere. But not the point. I still remember what I was doing on part 2, but yeah. So let me begin into this what if. Let me shut the fuck up and let me begin. So we begin into mostly Issei kind of just like walking to school. Like this man has like literally doesn't go back home after mostly kind of beating the shit of Sir Orcus, or he doesn't even show up back at the house. He literally is at an apartment and gets out of his apartment just walking out. He does bump into a girl with kind of greenish hair, which she looks completely pissed and annoyed about mostly Issei doing that, which Issei just didn't give a damn. He just like flipped her off while walking away, which she was extremely annoyed and ticked off because she kind of just found out this person is like next to her, like literally their next door neighbors because of the apartment and how it works. And of course, pretty much mostly it's just like, well, not next door neighbors, they're really just front door, mostly front door, but yeah, but not the point. This is where, well, mostly Issei just keep walking. This is where, well, she scoffed in annoyment, just kind of walked away. Like, for fuck's sakes, people are so fucking rude. This is where, well, she says under her breath, which Issei heard that but didn't give a damn because he is rude. Why would he care? He's on that whole demon time that whole time. But yeah, he has Toji personality if you want to, if you're wondering about it. But yeah, this is where, well, we go into mostly a time skip of Issei getting to school. Now this is where Issei, he literally kind of shows up at a cafe first, gets some coffee and some donuts, and walks back out and literally is just kind of eating donuts while kind of drinking coffee. But of course, there's someone that's right next to him, literally kind of eating a donut, like taking some of the donuts out of fucking mostly Issei's box. And this is where Issei looks up and narrows his eyes and asking, he asks Katakuri and what the fuck he's doing and why the hell he's taking his donuts from him. This is where Katakuri says, "You didn't need him. I'm just hungry." This is where, well, mostly Issei scoffs and says, "Don't need them." Oh yeah, well fuck you. First of all, stop taking my shit, motherfucker. So of course, while mostly he's dealing with Katakuri's bullshit, like eating his donuts, this is where Katakuri just kind of walks away after that. This is where, well, mostly Issei definitely would have fucking fought him because Katakuri is actually a part of his group. But yeah, part of, well, the group that he joined a long ass time ago. But yeah, not the point. This is where, well, mostly he is getting to school, and when he gets to school, everyone sees Issei in a different light. This man literally is showing off this dark, malicious aura around him, which people are kind of scared because they don't know who exactly this person is. And yes, Issei's hair changed from brownish hair to completely black. Of course, he still has his like brownish eye color, but it's completely black right now, or not brownish, just greenish color, but yeah. So of course he's looking like a complete fucking menace, not wearing the school uniform, fucking wearing his own clothes, and he just doesn't give a damn. He's presuming that fucking demonic energy around him. And I mean, when I say demonic, I mean demon time energy, because he's literally showing off this menacing energy around him. But yeah, but of course we go into mostly, well, Issei kind of just walking straight up, not caring one bit about mostly anyone. He literally just walks in, gets into his class, and people are confusing why he's sitting at like Issei hero spot. The teacher asks Issei who exactly he is, and Issei says, "The fuck do you mean who I teach? Or not teach. Motherfucking teacher, did you just forget about me in like 2 months? What the fuck? Just because I was gone for 2 months doesn't mean you gotta forget about me. But then again, no one really cared about me in the first place. But whatever. My name is Issei. Issei Fujigoro. This is where a lot of people say, the fuck? Issei? Fujigoro? People are confused. They're like, what the fuck? Issei says, maybe I should change it to Toji. Whatever. This is where, well, mostly Issei just doesn't seem to care too much. And this is where, well, the teacher was shocked and says, where have you been, Hyoto? This is where, well, Issei says, fuck you, teach. I was fucking looking at a different part of life. That's what I was doing. This is where, well, the teacher said, so rude of your language. I see that your language has become quite disgusting. And this is where, well, mostly Issei says, and what the fuck are you gonna do about it? Fight me? Bring it, teach. I'll fight you right now. I'll kick your ass. This is where, well, the teacher, who is a male teacher, kind of just glares at Issei. And this is where Issei says, yeah, you ain't doing shit to me. If you touch me, I'm gonna break your bones. This is where Issei said. The teacher right now had enough because he's already getting bullied by like half the other students. So of course this teacher said, okay, you know what? Fight me, you little shit. This is where Issei gets up and said, bring it, motherfucker. This is where everyone's just looking at this confused. Moriyama, Catherine, Aika, and everyone else is just like, wait, we gotta stop this. This is where Issei punches the shit the teacher. Like, he didn't give a damn. Teacher swings up. Like, this motherfucking teacher just like, or, well, mostly Issei didn't punch him. It was a teacher that swings first. This is where Issei dodges and fucking knees him right in the face. This is where the teacher's right now bleeding from the nose. And this is where he said, you strike the teacher? This is where, well, we'll see Issei says, you fight me, motherfucker. You threw hands with me first. Hell no. You think I'm gonna take that lightly, motherfucker? He punches the teacher with a fucking, to the, what's it called, right side, like a right side swing. Punching the teacher the shit out of him, breaking some teeth, making him fucking bleed from his mouth. This is you little. This is where Issei fucking kicks the teacher in the face, launching him to the ground. Like, this man doesn't care. This is where Issei says, come on, motherfucker. I thought you said you want to fight me. Come on. Don't be a bitch about it. This is where, well, the teacher gets up and right now glares at Issei. This is where he says, why you? This is where Monohama and Matsuda are just like right now shocked to see Issei right now throwing hands at the teacher. This is where, well, Monohama says, what exactly is happening? This is where Matsuda says, I don't care, world star. This is where, well, mostly Monohama says, Matsuda, we should actually help Issei. We gotta stop him from actually kicking the shit of the teacher. This is where Matsuda says, hell no, I'm bored. And this shit is so lit. I'm gonna record this up and just upload on YouTube. This is where Matsuda said. Monohama said, no, Matsuda, what the hell are you thinking? Bro, what do you think I'm thinking? This shit is happening here in Japan. Kuwa specifically. You remember there's like barely any like people that are gonna fight the teachers in Japan? This usually happens in America. He's throwing hands like if he was straight up an American. This is where, well, we'll see. This is where, well, we'll see what I was saying. Matsuda, help me stop Issei. Hell no, let me just record this shit. I'm gonna jump in also to fight the teacher. Not gonna lie, this teacher's a prick. He be giving all the girls good grades while the guys get like shitty grades. I'm not gonna lie, I might just jump in and fight the teacher. This is where, well, we'll see. Monohama says, no, Matsuda, don't do that. No. This is where, well, Matsuda kind of yells at, yo, Issei. Issei said, what? Can I jump in also? Bro, I don't give a damn if you jump in or not. This is where Matsuda said, got it. This is where the other girl says, what? What are you doing? This is where, well, the teacher right now looks at Matsuda, which Matsuda fucking kicks him in the face. This is where, well, mostly both Issei and Matsuda just beating the shit out of this man. Matsuda grabs fucking this fat fucker, because yes, he is fat, and start kind of giving him the fucking worst combo of their life. Well, mostly the worst combo of this man's life. This because this man is right now getting his fucking teeth broken, his jaw shattered, his ribs broken also. This is where, well, mostly the Kendo girls is surprised to have to, well, stop the two perverts, or mostly the two perverts, because they're like, kicking the shit out of the teacher. Like, nah, man, Mr. What should I call him? This guy's name, what should I call him? You what? Mr. Jin is getting his ass kicked. This man is getting his ass kicked. This way, well, right now, what doesn't know what to do. Should he stop Masuda or should he stop Issei? Because clearly, them boy jumping the ship, the teacher. Nah, the teacher's right now getting his hands. Like, right now, he's getting the fucking life stomped out of him by Masuda. But yeah. This is where, well, Issei decided to look into the teacher's computer just to change all his grades. If he's really going to fucking, like, get expelled or arrested, at least change all his grades until when he opens the computer, he just, like, looks at this. And looks at this, like, with disgust. This is where, well, Masuda kind of walks over after kind of kicking the shit of the teacher and says, what the fuck are you looking at? I was looking at changing my grades, but, how old is the teacher again? The teacher's, like, in his, like, almost, like, I think 49 or something. This is where, well, Masuda, used to say, and, what is this? What the hell? This is where, well, Masuda just looks at this and says, what are these messages? And what the, oh hell no, I thought I needed to see that. What the hell? This is where, well, Masuda goes up to a trash can, vomit. But this is where, well, the girls are confused, and this is where, well, Masuda says, I might be a pervert, but at least I'm not fucking creepy and, This is where he vomits again. And this is where, well, the girls are not confused, and this is where, well, they go up to the computer and check on what exactly Issei is right now seeing. Issei sees all the messages that this teacher has texted. Well, not Texas. Mostly he texts an underage girl of the school, and that's why she moved away. This is where, well, Moriyama, Catherine, and everyone looks disgusted at the teacher. This is where, well, Issei right now, like, looks at the computer like he wants to punch the shit out of the computer. Because that girl was actually kind of nice to him, and of course, where, well, she had to be moved away because she was, kind of, well, mostly underage text, and also sent mostly nudity pictures from the teacher. At the same time, the teacher forced her to do stuff, sexual stuff, and of course, she didn't want to. But of course, she was blackmailed by the teacher. He says, I'm gonna fucking murder him. No, I don't give a damn if I go to jail now that I think about it. This is where, well, mostly Issei grabs one of, like, the candle swords from a girl, from mostly Moriyama, and this is where Moriyama says, what are you doing, Issei? Issei says, what do you fucking think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stab this sword into his fucking neck and make sure that he bleeds slowly and see his lifeless eyes just turn blank after a while. This is where Moriyama stops him and says, no, you can't do that. He needs to be punished by the justice system. You are not going to just beat the shit out of him and kill him. This is where, well, mostly Moriyama is crying right now, her eyes out. She was furious to see one of her kind of Kendall members right now be forcibly, literally, having to move because of the things that she experienced. This is where, well, we'll see. Issei says, let go of me, Moriyama-chan, because I'm not gonna fucking hold back. I can't hold back after seeing such disgusting monkeys fucking walk around here, thinking like they're on the place. This is where, oh, Issei's voice is becoming darker, malicious. His eyes are going much more into a brighter green, or mostly a darker, brighter green. This is where, well, mostly the teacher sees the murder in Issei's eyes, while Moriyama, she looks also quite murderous, but not like much of Issei. This dark, malicious energy is appearing around Issei. And all the students were glaring at mostly the teacher, but the teacher sees Issei, presence. And what he sees is this dark creature that only, what's it called, the teacher can see, because he has done so much worse shit, and this is where Issei has activated one of his curse spirits, like mostly his cursed Shinigami spirits, that only he can see, only the teacher. But this is where Catherine actually noticed a cursed creature. And this is where, well, it looked to be like a giant fucking Eastern dragon. This is where the Eastern dragon roars at, what's it called, mostly the teacher. The teacher right now sees that he's going to be fucking killed, either by Issei or this weird dragon Shikigami. This is where, well, mostly the teacher right now gets scared. He just kind of looks at this, and this is where, well, mostly the student council shows up, because mostly there was someone that actually kind of called for them. So now right now came with mostly police. The police only came here to arrest Issei because, well, mostly someone that was starting a fight with the teacher. Until this where, well, mostly the students kind of made Issei look like the innocent person. Even though pretty much people lied to get Issei to not be arrested. Even though Issei was ready to be arrested. Like, he did not care. Like, it wouldn't be the first time he went to jail. Like, he probably would have made jail his bitch in an instant again. This is where, well, he doesn't care. This is where, well, mostly he was waiting to get arrested until they arrest the fat dude named Jin. And this is where, well, mostly thanks to all the evidence in the computer and, of course, all the stuff. This is where Sona right now sees Issei holding a kendo sword. And this is where Issei was holding that kendo sword so tight that it was shattering what's it called, the wooden kind of, like, handle. Like, it was shattering it to have splinters, but Issei wasn't getting hurt. This is where, well, Issei was so pissed that he wanted to launch Shikigami at, well, we'll see, the teacher, killing him in an instant. But he didn't, because Sona actually kind of, mostly, or not Sona, mostly someone from Sona's barrage, like, what's it called, Tsubaki, managed to stop him. She kind of just tapped his shoulder to see if he's okay, because clearly Issei's eyes are completely kind of almost into a murder state, that he is glaring that teacher down like if he was fucking nothing to Issei. Because yes, Issei hates people, and he will be calling them monkeys. Because he does have a bit of Ghetto's personality, but yeah, he hates people like non-curse users who are just monkeys to him. Disgusting monkeys. No, just kidding. Maybe. What am I going on? But yeah, pretty much that's happening. Now, this is where, well, mostly everyone in the school kind of heard word about this. The first kind of like, mostly this guy was in class 2B, and he was a homeroom teacher, and a bunch of other teachers were questioned about this, but the other teachers are somewhat female, not really male teachers. So of course this guy was like out of 5 male teachers in the school, and the male teachers were actually questioned. Some of them found out that they were kind of just perverts, but they weren't that bad, unlike that teacher. But this is where, well, mostly the faculty and also like other people were questioned, just to make sure no other girl would ever experience that. Because, well, if they did experience that and Issei knew about them, that meant like isn't gonna live too long. But yeah. Now, he actually heard where exactly the teacher was actually going, to which prison, or whichever he's going. And this where, well, he kind of heard where exactly he's going. He's going to someone called Blackville, a prison that's actually full of somewhat like, it's full of pedos at the same perverts, at the same time murderers. Now, he has a kind of, somewhat of a friend in there because he murdered someone, because that person was actually a pedo. But yeah, and that guy, now Issei's friend, he knows about a dude and a friend over there who just murder people, and of course he might give him a call. Well, he murders them, but at the same time beat the shit out of them and making their life nothing but hell. This is where, well, Issei says, well, gotta call Jose. This is where, well, mostly Issei goes off and goes to text someone until this is where Moriyama says, can I get my kendo sword, Issei? Issei turns around and says, huh? This is where, well, Issei is like calling someone, and this is where, ring, 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 ring. This is where, well, someone says, yeah, hello. This is where Issei kind of says, yo, I need to talk to you and Jose about this. Yeah, what is it? So, a new prisoner is gonna show up to your place. This is where Issei kind of gives the kendo sword towards, we'll see, Moriyama, but Moriyama wanted to hear more until Issei put her hand in front of Moriyama, just push her away. And this is where Moriyama says, hey! This is where, well, mostly Issei starts walking away. This is where, well, this guy is actually a warden, and mostly his name is, what's it called? Jorge, but not the point. Because, well, yeah. Now, they're like Hispanic kind of Japanese people, but yeah, not the point. This is where, well, Jorge is like, new prisoner. Did you hear anything about that? Well, no, but I did hear that mostly they're gonna send some people, well, send a pedalist kind of RS teacher over there. Is this happening in your school or something? Yeah, they said they were gonna send him to Blackville. Yeah, if he's gonna get sent over here, then what do you want him to? What do you want me to do about it? Tell Jose and Tyrone, because yes, there's another person named over there, Tyrone, who's actually mostly giving all the pedos what they deserve if they drop the soap, or if they're just roommates with him. This is where mostly, what's it called? Jorge said, Hey, what do you want? Oh, I want that man to have nothing but a shitty ass life until he's executed. This is where, mostly, Jorge says, Am I getting paid more than my salary? Hell yeah, I don't give a damn. I'll pay however much your salary you make. Good, because I only make like fucking 20K in this bullshit. At least fucking Jorge, or not Jorge, mostly Jose or Tyrone can keep me company because I'm bored of this bitch. I don't even know why I became a prison guard when I'm literally in my 18, well, mostly in my 18 years old. People believe that I was literally more older than that, but whatever. But see, I'm just bored in this motherfucker. There's nothing to do other than breaking prisoner guards from shanking each other, killing each other. Other than that, it's boring as shit here. This is where mostly Issei chuckles and says, I'll send you a pack of cards and some other shit. Do you want that? Well, if you're gonna send a pack of cards, send me like 4 boxes, because mostly we're thinking of playing like a really long game of poker. This is where, mostly Issei chuckles and says, yeah, I'll send you that. This is where, mostly, or is it other than that? So what is the teacher's name? Or whatever his name? Jin. And you're gonna see him because he has a black eye, a broken jaw, and probably some broken ribs. And probably a broken arm also. What the hell did he do? I beat the shit of him. Before even knowing this man was a pedo. I beat the shit of him because he was pissing me off. I gave him the fucking hands to start beating his ass. Until I looked into his computer because I wanted to change my grades before I was gonna get fucking arrested or something. And found out all that. Not gonna lie, I pray for that girl that was actually nice to me that one time, because she was actually kind of kind and hard, and mostly kind, and yeah, you get the point. But mostly shit. If I would have known about this sooner, I would have fucking thrown my perverted person out the window and beat the shit of the teacher no matter what. Shit, you right? So what exactly does this man do exactly? He forced a girl somewhere around mostly 16. Yeah, if I can remember right. She was around kind of like 16, 17, but not the point. Force her into sexual acts and other shit. This is where, mostly Jorge says, yeah, sounds like a piece of shit. Got it. He should be roomed with Tyrone. I would give a recommended word that he should be with Tyrone for mostly a year or mostly more. This is where, he says, yeah. And if he gets out of hand, just know to put him in with Jose, because Jose is going to beat the shit out of this man and show him that fucking hell is still existence. But yeah. This is where, Jorge says, chuckles and says, yeah. I hear you. Besides, I know how much you don't like people like those. Especially the fact that you call them monkeys. Fuck off. I call anyone a monkey if they piss me off enough. This is where, we'll see. Jorge says, yeah. Okay. See ya, man. This is where Issei hangs up the phone, turns around just to see Moriyama. And Moriyama says, what the hell was that? Issei says, none of your concern. This is where, Moriyama says, it is my concern. What? So you can't hurt fucking Jin. You cause some people to hurt him. Pretty much. What the hell do you want? This is where Issei is so close to Moriyama. This is where, mostly Moriyama blushes, but this is where, she only had like a tint of blush. And this is where, mostly Issei says, don't get in my fucking way, Moriyama. I don't give a damn and who the hell you are. You can be the fucking daughter of some kind of government business or whatever bullshit, and I wouldn't give a damn. Now understand this, Moriyama-chan. Stay out of my life. This is where, mostly Issei starts walking away. This is where Moriyama was just shocked. She was kind of just shocked to see how Issei's personality became a 180. So mostly she remembered Issei being really freaking kind and nice in middle school, or not middle school, elementary school. But in middle school, he was a little different. He acted a little violent, but not much. Of course, he was still nice and gentle, but not that much. He was still kind of violent. But of course, in high school, he became a pervert, and now he's still in high school, and he became back into his middle school self, but worse. Literally 10 times worse. He literally became a 180 from a pervert who was still kind to a 180 to a badass motherfucker who has that menacing energy with him and doesn't give a damn about anyone. He literally is always on that demon time. But yeah, mostly Issei just walking away. This is where, well, he has his phone in hand, and of course he just put an earbud into his ear to hear music. The song he's hearing is called this. So he was hearing called Afterlife, made by Civilian Civilian Soldier. But this is where, well, mostly Issei was fucking walking away hearing that music and did not care one fucking bit. But we go into mostly a time skip of Issei ignoring mostly Asia, Irina, Zenobia, and every girl from the ORC, and not ignoring Raffle, because Raffle didn't really do anything to him, but still he just will try to ignore her, but she's actually quite persistent to talk to him. Even though she's quite nervous and a little bit scared of Issei's new personality. This is where Issei sighs and says, "What do you want, Raffle?" Raffle says, can I sit here to eat? This is where, well, she's kind of pointing her fingers together like Hinata, because she's a bit nervous. Of course, she's a bit of turn on from most Issei's personality. Like, he became a 180 and became literally a badass. But yeah, other than that, this is where, well, mostly Issei says, "Sure, why not? Go ahead." This is where, well, Raffle was just so happy to sit next to, well, the person that she likes. And yes, she likes Issei. This is where, well, mostly Issei is just eating, and this is where, well, mostly Raffle is just kind of there quietly watching, kind of seeing Issei how he eats. No, for someone who just doesn't give a damn about anything, he kind of eats gently, kind of most of the time, when he isn't in a rush. But yeah, but we go into mostly a time skip. This is where, well, Issei was just walking around school. Now, it is 6 hours, and this is where, well, he kind of bumped into someone with blondish hair and blackish hair. Well, mostly blackish hair with blondish hair highlights. His name is Kazutora, and this is where Kazutora says, "Yo, it's been a while, Issei." Issei says, why the hell did you join this school?" "Nah, I was bored. Besides, I'm here now. So what are we going to be doing?" "Don't know." This is where, well, the whole day Issei has been rejecting what's it called, the girls from the ORC, making them sad, but of course there was something happening around school. Like, a lot of people were kind of getting angry at the fact that Issei is rejecting these beautiful women just because of whatever selfish reason, but he does talk to Raffle somewhat. He just kind of just sees her, not much. This is where, well, making a lot of guys think that Issei has just decides to ignore it and be a prick. So of course a lot of guys is actually starting to, well, rile up to actually pick a fight with Issei. And yes, a lot of people, I mean like a lot of people just straight up are starting to pick a fight with Issei. Now both Kazutora and Issei kind of noticed this. Like they were walking down the hallway, and of course this is where, well, it was E hallway, and this is where not many cameras are in E hallway, but of course there is a lot of doors around, like mostly rooms. And this is where Issei says, "You noticed that soon, didn't you, Kazutora?" Kazutora says, "Yep. It seems that we're gonna have a fight. A fight to the death." Issei says, "We're getting jumped. But hey, they're gonna get jumped as shit if they don't know how to fight." Kazutora says, "Exactly." They kind of, well, the rooms all exploded into a lot of people rushing out right now trying to fight against Issei and Kazutora. Kazutora kicks the shit out of someone's face, knocking his fucking jaw out. This is where Issei uppercutted someone, knocking his jaw out, breaking his shit. This is where, well, lots of people start trying to fight against both Kazutora and Issei. Issei just kind of axe kick one person in the, well, mostly in the head, or mostly in the shoulder, breaking his shoulder, and making his arm literally limp. This is where the person says, "Ah, I can't feel my arm." This is where Issei says, "We're good to know you won't feel the other arm." Issei snapped the other arm. This is where the guy started screaming. This is where Issei just kicked him into the crowd. But of course, it was literally a massacre of a battle. One-sided. Yeah, a lot of people just got whooped their ass. But yeah, mostly Issei and Kazutora are breathing really hard. Now, of course, they're all kind of hurt. They have scratches and cuts all around his body. because some of them literally pulling out knives. One dude actually pulled out a gun, but they didn't know how to use it. So of course, Kazutora punched the shit of this guy who tried to shoot at him, grabbed the gun and shoot at some people. Like, he didn't give a damn one bit. This is where, well, mostly Issei really wants to pull out his inventory worm, just to pull out his swords and just cut them all down, but he didn't do that because he just grabbed a couple of knives that people dropped in the ground and started just throwing them like fucking kunais in an instant, just throwing them into people. People were just kind of screaming in pain, and that's when they caught the attention of, well, Sanji. Sanji kind of seen this massacre and wouldn't go over there, but decided to call the student council, mostly backup. Also the Grammary Parage, and a lot of other people kind of were seeing this. Some of the girls, yeah, there were some girls that was in that group that wanted to fight, and there were somewhat from the Kennel Club, but not much. Well, there are ex-members of the Kennel Club, but yeah, this is where, well, they tried to fight against mostly Kazutora and Issei, and thinking that Kazutora or Issei won't hit a girl. Nah, that was wrong. But this is where Issei fucking just kick a girl in the stomach so hard, pushing her into the crowd, and this is where the guy says, "Oh my god, look what he did." Issei says, "I don't give a damn what I did." This is where Issei punches another motherfucker out. This is where, well, mostly Kazutora does the same. He grabs a kendo sword from a girl and just hit her in the face with it. This is where, well, he then uses that kendo sword to smash into other people. People realize that their hands are rated E for everyone. Doesn't matter who the hell you are. You can be a fucking child, a grandma, you can be God, and they will not give a damn. Because they literally are brutal as shit. They are not holding back anytime soon. They're knocking out people left, right. But yeah. But this is where, well, mostly when the student council members and some other people kind of came over there, this is where the cops also came. This is where the cops show up just to see a one-sided whoop ass. Yeah, pretty much it was already over, and this is where both Issei and Kazutora were just laughing. They were talking, laughing, while there were so many fucking people knocked out cold. Some of them might have been dead, but Issei did not care. This is where, well, mostly the cops says, "Hey, what happened here?" Issei said, "Oh, it was a one-sided massacre. Some of them might be dead, some of them might need to go to the hospital, and some of them might need to stay in the hospital for 9 months. You know, they're in a coma. We knocked the shit out of all of them." This is where, well, mostly Issei was kind of just, well, mostly chuckling because Kazutora was the one to actually say that. But this is where, well, mostly the cop says, "You two are arrested for violation of..." This is where, well, Kazutora says, "Wow. Just because we defended ourselves, we're literally getting arrested, right?" This is where, well, most Issei chuckles again, but yeah. This is where the cops just arrest both of them, but yeah. This is where Issei didn't give a damn, and this is where, well, Kazutora didn't give a damn neither. But we go into mostly a time skip. Now the rumors of everyone just going wild. First, the teacher got his ass beat in the morning by Issei, and then a bunch of students literally tried to jump Issei, but Issei had backup. Yeah, one other person, and they beat the shit out of the whole entire army of idiots. But yeah, and this is where, well, he's now arrested. He is charged with this and this and this, but this is where, well, he's also charged with some of the people's death. But this is where people were in school and they're just thinking that Issei, yeah, he's literally gone, until they see Issei walk up into school out of jail, and yes, Issei got bailed out. Issei was like walking, yeah, he was whistling like if he never got arrested. So everyone kind of notices and says, "Wait, what the fuck? Aren't you in jail? Wait, why aren't you in jail?" Issei says, "Huh? Oh, I got bailed out." This is where, well, everyone says, "What?" That and they couldn't find evidence that I did that shit. What do you mean they couldn't find evidence? They couldn't find evidence that I put my paws on some people. This is where, well, mostly one person in question says, "What the hell, do you have the best lawyer in the whole fucking world that they can manage to just get rid of evidence?" Maybe. This is where he says that. This is where the person says, wait, what? Oh, don't worry about it. Other than that, I'm going inside. Bye. Issei walks away, and this is where everyone just shocked. Issei fucking put the pause and might have accidentally killed a couple of people, but yet he managed to walk free out here without a care in the world. Yeah, they're scared of Issei now. They're literally scared. They do not want to fight him. They're terrified of Issei. They kind of say, can we not? This is where, well, Issei walks into school freely. But yeah, but this is actually where I'm going to leave it off because I have to be going. Bye. So yeah, other than that, yeah, see you.